On the air.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
I'd like to ask two questions, please.
Yes, go ahead.
The first one, is it permissible for Muslim women to attend non-Muslim functions or non-Muslim funerals? That's one. And the other one was, some time ago, a couple of years ago, it was in the newspapers that Murti is taking milk. I'd like Dr. Zakir to explain that, his views.
Thank you. I give those questions to Dr. Zakir.
This is two questions. The first question is that can a Muslim go to the non-Muslims functions or festivals or house, etc. And can he go for the funeral? The reply, sister, is that there's no harm in going for the functions of a non-Muslim as long as you do not commit an act which is against the Islamic Sharia. You do not commit an act which is against the Quran and the Sunnah. You can go to the functions as long as you do not go against the teachings of Quran and Sunnah. For example, if you go to the function and if someone offers prasad, that is, food put on the name of anyone besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, according to the Quran, it's clearly mentioned in no less than 4 different places. In Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 173. In Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 3. In Surah Anam, chapter number 6, verse number 145. And Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 115. Hurrimat alaykumul maitatu waddamu walahmul khinzir. Wama uhilla li ghayrillah bih. Forbidden for you for food, dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and any food on which any name besides Allah's name has been invoked. Yet it clearly mentions that anyone who gives food on which any name besides Allah's name is invoked, it is haram for you. So if you go to a function of a non-Muslim and if he offers you something which is haram, you should not have it. He may offer you alcohol. Alcohol is haram according to the Quran, Surah Ma'idah chapter number 5 verse number 90. If he offers you pork, pork is haram according to Surah Ma'idah chapter number 5 verse number 3. So you can go to this function, but if they give you something which is haram, if they ask you to do something which is haram, if they ask you to do idol worship, all these things are prohibited in the Islamic Sharia. So you can very well go for the functions as long as you do not commit any act which is against the Islamic Sharia. Going to the funerals. You can go to the funerals, there's no problem. And if your non-Muslim friend is there, you can console the non-Muslim friend. But if you know that the person died as a mushrik, person who has associate partner with Almighty God, you cannot ask God for His forgiveness. Because Quran clearly mentioned in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 48 and Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 116 that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wishes, He may forgive any sin. But the sin of shirk, associating partners with God, He will never forgive. Hope that answers this question.
The other part of the question, the caller asked,